And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Do that read. Check 53 is mine. Up the screen. 19. Shift. Slam. Kill. Hey, check.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
49, come on. Go. Check. Watch the safety creep.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
49's the mic.
Haskins on 3rd down, and he finds McLaurin. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
That's good for a Washington Redskins.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Now he's forced out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 1st down, Gilmore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. Gilmore, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
25.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready?
This time Haskins will look to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here we go. Go to base. Marcus, defense, Marcus. Mike's 49. Mike's from Marvel. I got you. 49.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he's up. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side, and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it, and this time it results in an interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Under 10, 10. 49 for Mike, 49 for Mike. I got you, son. I got you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Check 52.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, Gilmore. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
56, right there, 56. Good track. Switch. Where? First left.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And the Seahawks first down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's going to have the hook up with Sutton. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Haskins now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, a quick hitter, complete. It's Love. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Double count. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get that 20. There we go, Mike 20, Mike. 12. Hey, switch gears.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hey, Mike 20.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's Tanyan, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson throwing right, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down, Seattle.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he coughed it up. And the Redskins scoop it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On the Seahawks 31-yard line.
Haskins will throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
The lone second remains now in this third quarter. Play action. Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
And they're on 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
To throw is Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
Wilson operating from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Wilson will throw again. Dancing to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game, now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
Let's go! Let's do it! The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 11.
That's another Washington Redskins first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, here's Love. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
for a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Good job right there.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Mike's 56. I got one. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short.
Tonight's final score, Redskins